Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I've got your first gameplay of the F4D-1, the Skyray. This is a brand new event fighter for the Summer Quest event in War Thunder, Summer Quest 2022. And these are its stats. It is a rank 6 battle rating 9.3 fighter with 4 cannons with only 260 rounds in total, and it has 4 AIM-9B sidewinders. As you can see, they're lined up all there on the underside of the plane. Now this has an 1145 km/h top speed at sea level, so it should be pretty fast on the deck, has a great turn time and great rate of climb. So this looks like it will be a fantastic overall performer, and it has a pretty neat, though somewhat basic, camouflage. So as you can see here, standard and the Diamondbacks, not incredibly different, but it is pretty darn cool. Now, insofar as its different weapons are concerned, as you can see, you have the AIM-9Bs. They are pretty low in the tech tree to get all 4 of them, but you can get the basic 2 before you get the 4, so at least you have that. And then for secondary ordnance, you do have the Mighty Mouse rockets. So that being said, not incredibly difficult to get, a lot of these modifications. But again, I mean, this is a 9.3 BR rank 6 aircraft. Nothing incredible about it, but it does look like, at least as far as 9.3 aircraft are concerned, it will be an excellent performer overall. And just for comparison here, we have the F9F or the F11F1. This is a previous Operation Summer event vehicle, and it has a substantially lower rate of climb than this, and also its turn time, I can back that up, it is awful. So that said, let's get into the F4D1 here. Let's see how it can perform. I'll play a few matches and judge its overall worthiness and see if it's actually worth grinding for, or if you'd like to purchase it on the marketplace to see if that's worth doing as well. Let's get into it. So getting off the runway, I am way outpacing almost everyone else outside of the F104A and the F4C Phantom, which is somewhat expected, though considering I am a non-supersonic or barely supersonic aircraft, this is pretty damn impressive. Now, it does have a fully fleshed out cockpit here, which is nice. A ton of visibility, which will be very nice for simulator. And it's got red lighting, which is pretty nifty. Got no flares. I mean, this is 9.3 BR, so you can kind of get away with having no flares. But I'm going over 800 kilometers per hour already, and we're barely 3.5, 4 kilometers away from the airfield and at sea level. This thing is a performance beast. Holy cow. I mean, holy cow. But look how much fuel it's just consuming. Wow. So, I mean, insofar as 9.3 BR fighters are concerned, thus far, I'm really impressed. It's got an okay roll rate, nothing fantastic. In fact, actually, it's probably a little bit subpar. Again, not fantastic. It does have air brakes. They're pretty effective too. Wow. Okay. So this is a pretty good performer. Very responsive to controls, but I am in a total up tier. So as you can see, I've got F4Cs, A5s, the MiG-21 SPSK. This is going to be a good test of how well this plane does. Now let's see. I mean, you can bring this thing to Mach very quickly. Like, holy cow. I tested this out in test drive mode, but man, it feels different in match. Don't want to... Okay. So, at high speed, below 1,000 kilometers per hour, it has a much, much better turn rate, it appears. No hits, no hits. I'm already almost out of all my ammo. This is crazy. Come on. Nope. I'm just going to shoot him. Nothing. Wow. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. In a regular turn, my wing got ripped. I did not expect that at all. So 2 things really to note here. It's got an incredible amount of incredibly low amount of ammunition, and its wings rip incredibly easily. I did not expect that at all. I'm just going to try to fire a missile on this F-86. make sure this match is not totally for naught. And hope... Oh, look at that! I got a kill, kind of. Okay, I'll accept it. Anyways, you know, the entire point of my gameplay is here, especially when it's on a new vehicle, especially in an event vehicle. I want to make sure that I'm showing you guys the strengths, weaknesses, all that. This is not just a kill showcase. I want to show you guys if this vehicle is actually worth purchasing, because if I'm just showing you the good parts, I'm not doing my job as what I essentially, at least in part, consider to be like a reviewer or a journalist in a way, you know. So anyways, let's get into another match here. I want to see exactly how this does, but first match, not too bad. I actually have a lot of points here, but you know, a lot of those points are incidental, so not incredibly impressed by anything other than its performance thus far. So thus far, it almost kind of feels like the best way to kind of go about playing this, at least in a down tier, and thus far, out of my first 2 matches, I'm in 2 full up tiers, but in a down tier at least, I can probably expect that this is going to be a fantastic boom and zoom plane. I mean, the amount that this thing can just climb, I wouldn't be surprised if you could easily get to 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 meters before a match even starts, and then just swoop down on people. Now, what these guys are doing is a little bit different. I actually typically do not see planes climbing up like this, but hopefully it's an indication that I can just missile them out of the skies. I doubt it. I'm going to go for this J-35. They typically have a tougher time aiming. Got a nice hit. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Got a hunter down there. Going to launch a missile on them. Right now, probably not going to hit. The AIM-9Bs are just, for lack of a better way of saying it, booty chatter. They are not good. And really, it forces you to get close to the enemy. But thus far, I'm going to put the flaps on. I want to see if I can actually engage them at this speed. Flaps can be engaged at over 1,100 kilometers per hour? Are you for real? Wow! Okay, all misses. I was not expecting that. But, put these flaps on. So this plane seems to really have... as one could imagine, some flight issues beyond 1,000 kilometers per hour, at least in terms of turning. So, okay, he's turning away, didn't want a full head on. If there's any one plane to do a full head, there we go. Another wing overload crash. Unbelievable. Okay, I guess let's get into one more match here. Wow. And the thing is, that wing model, the wing brake model, you saw how that was going, like, as I was crashing. That looked terrible. Looked like an incomplete model, as a matter of fact. I mean, I can't say for sure. I'd like to imagine that Gaijin is fleshing out these models beforehand, but I'm not sure. Anyways, that said, let's see what we can do here. And, yeah. I am, thus far, again, impressed by its overall performance. And before you say, oh, Tankenstein, you suck at AR-RB. Nah, man, if there's any one thing I'm good at, it's air battles. Air RB, air AB, whatever. And this plane, great performance, might need a model rework. Let's do one more match here, and hopefully I can get a few kills. You know, as much as some people might hate for me when I say this, I really think that this might be a, oh, that guy is a whatchamacallit fan. A fan of band. Royal Blood, there it is. Anyways, so as much as some people might hate for me when I say this, this might be a much better plane in Air AB. And it's simply just because of the ridiculous limitations that this thing has when it comes... I'm going to go for this guy. When it comes to its... just wings just tearing like no one's been... I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, hopefully should be a kill. Yes! Finally! Finally! There we go. So the wing brake on this is just... I mean, even in regular turns, it just wants to brake. I've never seen anything quite like it. There we go. There we go! Unbelievable. 3 out of 3 times. 3 out of 3 times, man. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get screwed here. It's gonna probably kill an ally. At least I can still fly, I guess? But it's like, what's the point? What's the point? I love Air RB and Air AB, man. I love it. Absolutely. But this is unbelievable. Like, totally unbelievable. Like, why would you want to get a plane? Like, seriously. You know, like, why would you want to get this plane sink in? A lot of people are literally taking time out of their lives to get this, and it's just breaks, you know? And while, yeah, I guess technically I can still fly it like this, sure. And I'm getting points, sure. It's just, it's a little crazy, don't you think? Like, this just doesn't feel like something I would want to spend all my time getting. You know, it just doesn't have much in terms of ammunition, doesn't really have much in terms of things I want. So I'm going to try to land this, see what we could do. Hopefully I can get back in the battle without dying, but I got someone probably hot on my tail, this A4E. But let's see what we could do. And again, the whole point of this gameplay is to just see if this plane is even worth purchasing or grinding for. And thus far, I could say it's really, really fun. But man, there are some major limitations on this plane. Like, holy cow, you can hardly even perform like regular maneuvers. So I managed to actually get back up in the air. And while that's definitely good, being that this seems like it actually has pretty decent maneuverability, if you do actually encounter a wing tear, ultimately, oh, I didn't even realize that BMK was there. Sorry, guy. But ultimately, you shouldn't have to worry about that. That shouldn't be a concern. It's like, I get it, you know, every plane is different, and, you know, models, they are models, and, you know, I mean, heck, this wing tear could have been a major problem with the Skyray in real life. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. But, at least in War Thunder, this is probably the worst plane I've ever dealt with when it comes to wing rip. It's a fantastic fighter. Like, fantastic. I'm so impressed by the performance at this at 9.3 BR. Like, seriously. It is incredible. But when it comes to overall, this plane just, oh my gosh, it's just so unbelievable. Like, seriously, unbelievable when it comes to just overall wing rip. So I'm going to go for this A4 here. He's going to go for this MiG-21. I'm sure they're going to kill each other in a head-on. Maybe not. He's going to go away from me. Can I get him? And I can. That's 2 kills. Got the Sea-Vixen over here. Only have half my missiles, or not, well, half my missiles and half my fuel left. Sea-Vixens do not have countermeasures, so hopefully I can accomplish my dream of actually finishing this on a decent match. Again, I think that Air AB would totally remedy the situation with this plane, as in Air AB would make it so that you're not going to have to worry about wing rip. That was probably too steep. Probably. If he keeps turning, I'm going to probably get killed by the AV-8A. If he was only right in front of me. Okay, there we go. There we go. Kill. What is this AV-8A doing? Put my flaps on again. I mean, ridiculously good handling. But it almost kind of feels like, what's the point if your wings are going to rip? You know? 3 kills. Like, when this plane performs as you want it to, holy cow. Nope. Can't get in his way. When this plane performs as you want it to, it is fantastic. But man, that is not going to happen all the time. Not going to happen all the time. I got this AV-8A, obviously. I'm going to probably run out of fuel. Like, look at that turning. This thing is a UFO. I'm going to probably run out of fuel or ammo before I have the chance to really kill this guy. But let's see. And that's another thing with this. You're going to want to target planes that do not have good maneuverability. or they don't have countermeasures. You know what? I'm not going to steal the kill. Not going to steal that kill. Someone else got him. Anyways, you know, I have to go back to the base here. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of fuel. I think that's probably the end of the match. If there's any more gameplay, I'll patch you in. Oh, you know what? Sea Vixen. I'm going to go for him. But thus far, my review on this plane is that it is a fantastic plane. But, man, it's just... have I been killed by a single enemy? Like, have I? Have I been shot down once before my wing got ripped? I don't think so. Like, legitimately, I do not think that's ever happened with this plane. And it, thus far, for me. And it's just, I've never had that happen. It's just totally unbelievable. And also, you're going to probably want to bring full fuel with this plane whenever you go into a match. Who should I go for? I'm going to go for the Sea Vixen. He's a bigger target. Be easier for me to hit with my cannons, which are obviously very poor in terms of ammo. Got a hit. I can probably outpace him. Don't want to knock my pilot out. But, doesn't really matter. Ooh, 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 nope. Crit. Like, look at that handling, man. 26, and that's just it. You are so limited in ammunition that you pretty much have to just let that happen. Anyways, match is over. 4 kills. Not too shabby. I'll go over this in just a second, whether or not I like it back at the home screen. So, do I think the Skyray is worth it? Yes and no. It is a fantastic handler, and I think that Gaijin is going to work out some of the modeling issues with it. Now, do I think that there are... I mean, even if they don't, I feel like this is going to be a plane that you're going to get used to the wing rip if that is a continuous problem with this. And if you do get used to it, it is a fantastic fighter. You saw at the very end there that by the time I fully got used to this, I got 4 kills with this plane pretty easily too. Even despite the fact that it has extremely limited ammunition. I mean, it's just like, how many shots per cannon is that? Does it even model the... Okay, 165 rounds per cannon. That is nothing. But I got a few cannon kills with it. I mean, this is just an incredibly good performing aircraft at 9.3 BR. But what can be said about it is ultimately it's let down by its own airframe. You know, so you really have to watch out how you fly with it. But if you can fly well and target the right enemies, again, slow, unmaneuverable enemies or people who don't have countermeasures, you should be able to get numerous kills with this plane very easily, because when it comes to performance, this can outclass nearly everyone in a match. I mean, it is fantastic. So yes, I do really like this plane. I feel like it'll get better over time once you get really used to that wing rip. So I think that's worth the grind and it's worth the purchase. But man, you got to get used to that wing rip. Or if you like AB, this plane will be perfect. But either way, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the dealio. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But either way, again, thank you, and I'll see you all on the other side. Also, this is 9.3 BR in AB. Take care, everyone.